Hughes of Clinton. And 132. Greg Randall of Mount Vernon is in there in a very important match against Grundy Center's Doug Stumberg, 25-3. Randall is 26-0. And what's more, he's taking his shot at a 4th state championship, a feat done by only 4 other wrestlers in the history of Iowa high school wrestling. And there you see Randall on top immediately. Points? No. Yes. Up in the corner, you see the single A match, Todd Arensdorf of Lake Park, Harris Lake Park, against North Tama County's wrestler Courtney Risk. We'll keep track of that. And also to AAA, Louis Massey of Lewis Central of Council Bluffs and John Bellig of Bettendorf. But here we are at AA. Greg Randall has a 2-point takedown, another one, and an escape. It's 4-1, and he's started big.
He wants to work from the feet. He's working, right now he's been working a near arm and far leg shot, trying to work right straight to the back. He's going to try and put Stumberg away. Stumberg so far has rolled through and countered and kept out of major trouble, although he's given up 2 takedowns.
Stumberg's been here before, too. He finished 4th last year at 119 and qualified 2 years ago at 105. So he's experienced. But Greg Randall has been here 3 times and won 3 championships.
Nice arm drag position, but no points scored. Randall comes back out of there with a throw.
And leads 6-2. I think that must be a little discouraging to make a good move and end up on your back.
Well, Greg Randall is one of the most wide open, high-scoring wrestlers that's ever come through the state of Iowa, and he enjoys throwing people on the back. He can take you from a position where you feel very confident and flip you right to your back.
And he's a nationally known freestyler, too, so there's no doubt that he and his brother will go high on the recruiters list.
Well, he's on my list.
6-2. We have 10 seconds left in the first period.
Let's break it off.
Both these wrestlers are wearing maroon, by the way.
Still down there, stalemated.
You're watching black and white, trying to figure out which is which.
Okay, set.
We're going to look at that last takedown by Randall.
Randall got his hips in tight, hip tossed him right over the top. Although Stumberg did roll through on there, he did get the takedown. In 1A, Risk is ahead 2-0.
And in AAA, it's 2-0.
Green, your choice.
In favor of Bellig,
Green
who
takes
might be considered an underdog
6-2
against Massey.
Start of the second period.
Randall will start on the bottom, Stumberg on the top. The referee is Arlo Flegge, the official of the year. Or rather, well, he wasn't the official of the year, but he was in the Officials Hall of Fame.
Randall does a little 4-point stand-up. He's so strong in there, he's tough to hold. Reaches back for a headlock. Doesn't get the throw, but uses it effectively. He'll come out front for a 1-point escape. Stumberg still reaching for maybe a single leg or keeping that underhook in there. He doesn't want to come up. Randall's liable to pull him over the top of his hips again for another throw.
Still, man, you got to use it, guys. Keep working.
1:28 to go. Second period, 7-2, Randall leads. Bam! Pancake by Randall. He has Stumberg on his back.
And he's in trouble. He is in big trouble there. He's got plenty of time to tighten it up. He's got over a minute. Lets it slip by.
But he still has a very strong bar arm on the left. It's 9-2 now. Should be 11, actually. I think he had back points there.
3 back points.
3, he calls it. Just make it 12-2.
Greg Randall is an excellent example of a wrestler.
Use
The
that arm
fact that
right. Use it right.
he's strong and flexible and quick and very smooth. He's got all the tools it takes. He's working a bar arm right now on a half Nelson to the far side. He's just overpowering Stumberg right now.
One now, Bolton.
Well,
one of them is still up.
you see Randall's very free on top.
2 now. You're down.
Takedown.
Using that near arm far leg.
14-3 with the escape in there for Stumberg. That's Randall going for number 4.
He's really greedy for back points. He won't take a takedown for 2. He wants to turn it into multiple points.
Okay, set. Move on.
Other matches, 2-2 at AAA between Massey and Bellick now in the second period. And in the 1A division, it's 2-0 in favor of Risk over Arenstorff, with third period just starting. Randall leads 14-3, and he has a cradle locked up.
Break there. Into the second period. Scores 14.
I'll tell you, we've seen in our TV coverage of these tournaments 3 of the 4 four-time winners in their final matches, and I don't recall any of them being as one-sided as this. There was always a very workmanlike win by the 4-time champion, but here it's 14-3.
Randall's a big scorer.
Oh, and he has again, he has Stumberg on his back. I don't know if he got back points for it.
Haven't signaled him yet.
No.
One of them now.
No, he's called even. 14-4 with the escape.
The amazing part about Randall here is that he is dominating the score, 14-4. He's overpowering Stumberg, and Stumberg is a top-quality wrestler. This Greg Randall may be one of the toughest four-timers that ever come out of the state. He is really exceptional. A little attempt at a spin through by Stumberg, but no luck. Randall,
wicked move by Randall.
Near arm and far leg. He likes that. He gets you in trouble on one side and then attacks the other side.
And you can go on your back with that in a big hurry. 16-4 is the score. We are now down to a minute left.
He's so relaxed on top right now. He's floating back and forth. He's been catching Stumberg on mistakes.
Randall won his first match against Dave DeMoss of Knoxville 17-5, and then had 2 pins. And he has one going away in all of them. 132-pound championship of the AA division. Greg Randall going for number 4.
Risk is ahead 4-2 down there in the 1A match with about 40 seconds to go.
And it's now 5-2 in favor of Massey at the AAA division. They just picked up 3 there for Massey. Again, 10 seconds to go. A pancake move. Randall has him down.
Well, Stumberg tried to step in there with a fireman's carry. He's got to try to go after him. He's being real aggressive, but Randall's just overpowering him.
But there it is. No pin. 5-point move. Makes it 21-4. Oh, he looks impressive, as everybody knew he would. This is Greg Randall, a 4-time champion from Mount Vernon, Iowa. There it is.
And he deserves all the applause he can get. The crowd here at Veterans Auditorium is all on their feet.
On their feet to celebrate the victory, only the 5th in history of a 4-time champion.
With his coach, Tim Riley.
Greg Randall. Now let's see that last move.
Stumberg reached in for a fireman's, and Randall blocked the arm and pancaked him for about the 3rd time he's done that.
And
holds him right there on his back till the buzzer rings.
21-5. Now we're going to go up to AAA in just a second to see the conclusion of the match between Louis Massey of Lewis Central of Council Bluffs and John Bellick of Bettendorf.
The match that went 2-0 into the 3rd period, and then a lot of action in the 3rd period with a lot of reversals, and ended up with 2 back points for Courtney Risk, and he won it 6-4, and a state champion from North Tama. Here's another state champion, in fact, a 4-time state champion, Greg Randall of the Mount Vernon Mustangs. Greg, 4 times. How did you do it? I know, and I don't want you to say how you trained. I know that you're an extremely superstitious young man, as most wrestlers are. Tell us about that motel room that you take every time you're here.
Well, I got it my freshman year, and me and Paul Hufford stayed in it, so So it worked once, so we might as well do it again.
Well, is that the way is that to what you attribute your success, staying in the same motel room, or it takes a lot more than that, doesn't it?
It takes a lot more than that.
Yeah, it sure does. Where are you going to school next year, Greg?
Well, we haven't decided yet. We're taking one thing at a time, and right now it's a state tournament, and after this is all over, and I think we'll start deciding.
Fine. And now you've got a brother that's going to wrestle in the next match. Let's go back to Doug and see how that comes out. Congratulations, Greg.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dean. Let's take a look at this. Now the 2A champions at 132.
Sixth place, John Lockard, Johnston. Fifth place, Kurt Schiedenhelm, Belle Plaine. Fourth place, Paul Ben Osbury, Emmetsburg.
We'll have a big cheer here in a
Third
moment.
place, Kurt Mills, Denver. Runner-up, Doug Stumberg, Grundy Center. And the 2A 132-pound champion and only the 5th wrestler in history to win 4 consecutive state titles, Greg Randall, Mount Vernon.
The crowd's on their feet again. Greg Randall with an outstanding performance in the finals, not only winning, but winning and dominating his opponent to the point where there's just no question about him deserving his titles.
More than 12,000 people at Veterans Auditorium, all on their feet to congratulate that young man there. Attaboy, Greg. Four-time champion. Well, we still have the awards coming up here in the AAA division.